Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Welcome. I've been talking for 10 minutes and didn't have a live stream going. Oh, geez, what a wonderful day this is. You notice the Avatar has had an update for the Matrix Resurrections. Just finished it. Of course, going to talk about this here in a second. But also, remember, today is the Rona number 2 day. And, that just reminded me, there's an old Beach Boys song called Help Me Rhonda. And I love that song. I don't know why, just the whole tune just gets to me. I think I'm going to rename the thing that we're not allowed to talk about to Rhonda. Let's call it Rhonda. So, Rhonda Day 2. First of all, I want y'all to know that I enjoy freedom, and that right there is my freedom beverage. Rhonda Day 2. I had a little bit of a temperature pop up today, and but it went back down. The last reading I took, probably about an hour ago, I was like a degree. What was it, like 96.9? Sounds perfect, right? So good. So good when it touches the lips. Anyway, you have to forgive me for the cough. That is a byproduct of the expectorant. But the temperature is now is down. Whatever. It's been up. It's been down. Got a little bit of a headache today, and it went away. What else have I had problems with? So I woke up this morning like at 7:30, ready to rock and roll, man. My day's gonna start, right? Get upstairs, start playing video games. I check out this new Transformers download from was it Transformers Battlegrounds. Guys couldn't get into it. And then I was like, what's the cop trial was gonna start, the taser trial was gonna start. So that I laid down. Next thing I know, it was 12:30 in the afternoon. So that was weird. Not having any real bad topics. Runny nose still, I guess, a little bit. I thought my lungs were completely dry, so I did not take an expectorant earlier. Then I did something and I heard my lungs wheeze. I was like, that's not good. So I took the Metamucil, and oh boy, tired already. No, out of breath already. It shot out the started loosening up something you don't even know it's in your chest. So who knows? Who knows? I feel good. I'm here. I sound good. So this is a miracle again. I'm a big proponent of the monoclonal antibodies. I think the future looks really bright with them, and this is something that you just don't even need to argue about this stuff, man. Like, this is just awesome. And I don't want to sound like Brandon when I say you don't need to argue about stuff. Argument is always good. Argument always brings out the best. Just because I don't agree with my adversary doesn't mean that their argument doesn't have good points. So I'm a huge fan of the argument. Problem is that people think that arguments are about winning. They aren't. Nobody wins in an argument. An argument is about clashing together two ideas until you shape it into the best ideas you can. But anyway, Um, but yeah, still surviving. Still surviving with Rhonda. Ah, Rhonda up all night. That's why I love that song, I bet you. If anybody remembers Rhonda up all night on USA, you understand what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. As a latchkey kid, I had TV as my babysitter. So anyway, other than that, I hope you all are doing well. The Matrix came out today. I have a complaint, and I had notes. Oh yes, here they are. Let's see. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget that. My complaint. My complaint turned into a joke, so I laughed. Am I on? I just want to make sure I am. Okay, yeah. Golly, I mean, I was talking away a while back. I looked up and it said go live, and I was like, I'm not live. This is not awesome. So, anyway, so the Matrix. Let's go back, kind of give you my history. Let's see here. I need to go back over here. Pop, 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 pop. I always get so confused so easily here. Okay. See here. Guys, please subscribe. Don't forget that. There's, I think there's still a like button. There's no dislike button. So comment about how you hate men. I can't speak. I saw on Twitter tonight where a guy from Arizona was making fun of Tennessee for being inbred, but he said M. He spelled it IMBREED, and he's an Arizona fan. And it's like, dude, he spelled a word that's not right. Anyway, do the comments here. Comments are live. This is a thing. Boom. Oh, yeah, we're gonna show them. Hey, Twitch is gonna show it. Are they both not showing? That's weird. Okay, so I got, and I do comments or live. I don't know how Twitter live does on this. I don't understand Twitter evidently, and I love Twitter. So we got my start. But anyway, who cares? So Matrix. Y'all all seen the Matrix. It stars Keanu Reeves and a bunch of other people. But really, Keanu's the one that matters because, like, I think he kind of like jumped into the Matrix and hasn't aged since then. But at the end of the first movie, he's supposed to be the one that sets balance back into the world, right? We're all part of like Terminator. It was man versus machine. Man lost, machine won, and now machine uses man as batteries. The one, Neo, is supposed to free the people, free their minds, and bring back balance in the force. Anyway, at the end of the first one, you have Keanu Reeves, who is Neo, begins to believe that he is the one. So then you have the second and the third version of it. It's like no one ever really thought the other two movies were as good because they just kind of like went way far out of the extreme stuff. I enjoyed them. Because I mean it followed the premise. I mean, you were like plugged into a video game essentially, right? And the third one started ending up being where Neo sacrifices himself for everybody else and has extremely very close biblical overtones. It is the sacrifice of Christ for your sins. There we go. Okay, I understood all that. I don't know if that was the intention, but man, if you know the two, you look at it and go, okay, I understand that. And then you have this one's called Resurrections. Huh, right? Okay, so you think maybe okay, resurrection of Christ, right? Um, but now this was like 20 years later. This came out. Oh, it's back up a little bit. So since then, that time though, we all know the Matrix has become a study of metaphor for like politics, red pill, blue pill. You know, think about when you vote, it's red states, blue states. Blue pills are the people that want to stay in the matrix. They want to be told what to do. You know, they don't want to make freedom of choice. They don't want to make the tough decisions. Red pills are they want to be individuals. They don't want to be controlled. They see things for what they are. Uh, Elon Musk has talked about being plugged into the matrix. You know, not that he was plugged into it, but it's like how everything is just it's a simulation that we live in. This is something that's very it's common. Okay, this has been going around since the beginning of time. Is that you start, especially if you're a student of history, you know why the saying is so important that if you forget your history, you're going to be doomed to repeat it. And when you repeat history, why that's so important is because if you repeat history, every time there's a repeat in history, it's worse. Okay, for the people that are reliving the same situation. So we've been brainwashed into like in our own country, which is like it's 250 years is nothing. Okay, it's like you could get that's 3 or 4 generations to some people. Uh, you know, I talked to a woman a couple of years ago who her grandfather fought for the Union in the Civil War and told her stories of meeting Abraham Lincoln. So here's like one generation. I mean, here I'm talking to somebody who has a firsthand knowledge of somebody. So I guess it's like secondhand knowledge. Man, this is where law school messed me up because now I'm starting to think about hearsay and hearsay exceptions, and I'm like, it just messes you up. But it's like what is it like second level of knowledge there? It's like not second level, but it's like second degree uh whatever. Met Lincoln, and it's the story she's told was so different. You know, it was awesome. It was really really awesome. So, where was I going with that? Oh, history repeats itself. So let's know we're brainwashing to like our own history here. So you look at the United States, and people are like, oh, you know, the Civil War. It's become a political mythos to people. When in reality, if you look at it, it was a another Revolutionary War, and it would not have been called a Civil War probably if it had ended up differently. Um, the uh, idea, though, is that I mean, what I'm trying to get to is like so you have it in like within 80 years there, you have the Revolutionary War versus the Civil War, and the amount of people that died and how awful it was and how much because you go through these horrible horrible things until uh because you should never forget these things. You should not forget history. Okay, I'm just getting to it. It's a loop. And you go to physics and Isaac Newton and Einstein. There are the two real schools of thought with physics, and you have time. What is time? And time is well, it's circular. It's flat. I mean, uh, it repeats itself, just like history does, because history is time. So in the Matrix, that was the whole thing is that like Neo had been there before. It just repeats itself, you know, over and over again. So in this one, Resurrections, you're like, okay, how did Neo get there? Because like Neo was dead, all this other stuff. Yes, yes. This movie, before I get into it, this is just kind of like the outside line, like how I see them think. Because I read nothing about this. Because everybody ruins movies for you. Everybody cannot wait to shit on the movie you like. That is America today. And it's like, dude, you guys have got to stop this. Like, why can't something be fun? King Kong versus Godzilla is my favorite movie of the year because it was so over the top, obnoxiously goofy. Not really, it wasn't though, but it was fun. It was just a fun movie to watch. Um, but I gotta say, Matrix Resurrections is probably one of the best movies I've seen. I think that the way the third one ended probably bothered the Wachowskis. Now, the Wachowski brothers did The Matrix. Now they are the Wachowski sisters. Okay, so they're very woke, we're thinking here, right? Correct? None of that was in this. No wokeness, nothing like that. They start off this movie, and you've got Neo, who doesn't know he's Neo. He questions everything because he's having these dreams and whatnot. And anyway, it goes into yeah, it is the same character. So that's how, if you're wondering like how did he get in there, it is the same character. It is a resurrection. It's in the title. Now, that's all I'm gonna say. There's so much here I want to talk about it, but I can't without giving spoilers away. And I'm just trying to stay with the title part. But man, this thing, the feeling it gave me was like Wachowski was not happy with the way the third one ended because you left the theater upset. Nobody likes to see the good guy die. So it fixed that. And you think to yourself, okay, well, what's this one? It's a political movie. Is this? Y'all, this is a love story. Kid you not, the entire movie is a love story. It is the most passionate and powerful story about love I've seen. I don't know how long, probably because I don't watch love story movies. Probably since, let's see here, what was The Dukes of Hazzard is a passionate love story about dudes in their car. Okay, they love that car. Smokey and the Bandit, love story about the bandit and his Trans Am. No, I don't know. I'm just making up stuff about that, but no, this is a love story, and it is awesome. It is absolutely awesome. There's nothing in there like I had no questions during it. I was completely lost during the whole thing. And I said lost, I mean that in a good way. I don't mean that in like some weird bad. Sorry, there. Beverage moment. I wasn't. I was taken away. It was phenomenal. It was just absolutely phenomenal. I keep clicking my little binder thingy here because I got some notes. And where did I do my other note card? I lost the note card. Oh. I wrote this note down, and this is my own note. And now I can't remember why. But what if Jesus forgot about us? Forgot about sacrificing himself for us. I don't remember why I said that, but I just have what if Jesus forgot? So that means something very powerful. Oh yeah, I said I had a complaint. I was writing that down. I'm gonna take my complaint. Here's my complaint about this movie. I saw it on HBO Max at home. I wish I'd seen this in a theater, big huge screen, IMAX, the whole shebang. This is the movie I need. This is the movie Hollywood used to make. This is the movie they can make again. Oh, I can tell you about like jokes a bit in there, right? If you don't want to hear a joke, tune out for like 30 seconds. They mock Warner Brothers who made the movie. And it's because Neo is a game designer, and he did a game called The Matrix. It's like they want to do a sequel to the trilogy that he did as a game designer, and they're forcing him to do it even though he swore he never would. Is that not hilarious? I mean, they openly mock you. At one time, I looked and I go, "Am I in the Matrix?" Because they're like sitting here, like talking about the movie that I'm watching. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was brilliant writing. It was absolutely brilliant. The writing in this is brilliant. The cinematography's great. They talk about the bullet effect. Had the slow, and I forgot, like, that was such a thing about the first one, was how that revolutionized Hollywood. It was how the bending of the around the bullets and everything. The Wachowskis really did an amazing job. What else? There was something else that reminded me of something. It was there's a little bit of every movie in there. It is, and there I can't remember who is who, and I'm horrible with actors' names and who's what and whatnot. But it kept, like, if an actor wasn't in that movie, it showed the actor, like, what happened to him. So, like, Morpheus is a new guy, right? So what happened to the old Morpheus? Well, this is in the future. I don't even know if I should tell you this. Well, I mean, it's kind of weird. So it's like they go, "Oh, you think it's been 20 years, don't you?" It's been, I think it said 60 years since the end of the trilogy. And anyway, it's just that whole thing is just crazy cool. You know what this reminded me of? A lot of this reminded me of. Have you ever seen the movie Equilibrium with Christian Bale? If you haven't seen Equilibrium, you need to watch that movie. It is phenomenal. It is a doomsday, post-apocalyptic, the whole 1984 type movie. And this did remind me of it from the cinematography and some of the scenes, some of the way it worked. Uh, but other than that, man, I mean, yeah, it had glimpses and cuts of every movie. It was so beautiful, so put together, so brilliantly. And some people, I don't even know why, it was on Twitter, and it said something about how uh what was it, the uh like comparing it to Rise of Skywalker. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. This is obviously, I mean, it's its own movie. This is it. This is awesome. Has nothing to do with any of those other movies. I think people are just trying to set it up to either fail or, I don't know. It's always an agenda. It's an agenda with everything. This is just an awesome movie. It's really good. I I can't wait to see it again and try, because I want to jump in and try to do like a conspiracy theory, like, oh, okay, is it this? Is it that? Are there red pill things? Uh, there's a lot I missed because it was so. I mean, I was like a kid. I was like, okay. I mean, I watched inappropriate movies when I was a child. Everything I watched was R rated, probably. But it was like, I'm trying to think, what's a really good. It's like how, like, Terminator 2 is exciting the first time you see it. When uh Arnold Schwarzenegger's was it a T-800, grabs John Connor and puts him on the motorcycle, and they're in the viaducts there of LA. You know that feeling you have the first time you see that? Or the first time, like, watching Luke Skywalker do the trench run in the Death Star? Uh, that feeling you have, I had that through this whole movie. Like, I kept getting that way. I was like excited. It was like, and it was a tearjerker in the most powerful, positive way. There was no woke agenda to it. There was no Me Too. Oh, we're gonna take the guys out and rewrite it for a woman. Uh, all of that stuff. There's none of that. There's just it was just plain old good movie showing, you know. Um, I don't know what else to say. It was just sorry about all that. There's something here I want when I get done talking about this, I want to show you this next thing here. I'm just trying to set it up and put it as the background. Let's see, we do this. We're gonna do share screen. Boom, boom, boom. Because this is one of the most amazing things I've seen. Did that pop up? It did. This is. I can't wait to get to this. I cannot wait to get to this. So, anyway, um, let's see. What's this say? That's funny. I can't do that. All right, cool. It just, I don't know. Yeah, I'm taken away. I realize the more in my mind, I had, again, I was taking notes. And I was like, I'm going to nail this thing. I'm going to have it so down perfect. I'm going to do like one of those reviews that people do. And I'm like, oh man, this is really good. But I can't because I'm so excited about it. I really want to just kind of like, right now, I wish I had seen it in the theater with my buddies. And we were like talking about it afterwards, or like when you're a kid and you see a movie and you go home, you're playing a video game with your buddies, and you talk about it. It's like that type of movie. Um, see, like here's something I want to talk about. I got scratched off my list. It's a spoiler. Um, there's one line here I do like this one, and I think it was used a couple times. Also, was it used to be that people wanted to be free. Now think about that. The Matrix is saying to you, it used to be that people wanted to be free. They wanted to take the red pill, and now they don't. Why is that? Dude, right? I mean, it's just so awesome. Anyway, I really think you need to watch it. Yeah, dude, I give 2 thumbs up and even more. It really was a great, great flick. Um, let's see here. So, all right, I talked to you about my Rhonda problem, how I'm doing with it. I need to find where my it's in my nasal. I'm actually running low now. It was weird. I had Zycam. That's what this is. So, Zycam is a savior, but I'm running out. And I ordered more. I don't know why it's not here. So, with that said, so go see, or if you have HBO Max, watch Matrix Revolution or Resurrections. Uh, it's awesome. It's awesome. And this is one of those times when I wish I had a private chat thing, or like for like a locals or Patreon people, and because I give spoilers away. We go talk if you saw it, and just give spoilers away. It was awesome, just awesome. All right, so I saw this the other day, popped on my feed, and I was like, I watched probably, I don't know, how long is this thing? I'm messing it all up, aren't I? Of course I am. It's what I do the best at, messing things up. This is 9 minutes? No. 15-minute video. I probably got to, I'll show you where I got to. I got to like, we're going to hit play. So this guy, the name of this is Keeping a Grocery Store Lobster as a Pet. And I'm thinking, no way. Like, dude, this is just weird. Well, he builds an aquarium. So he's serious. Let's see if this has the volume and stuff. What is all this? All right. Most viewed. Oh, that's cool. That is the most viewed part. What is that? Oh, I got you. Oh, so weird. All right, let's jump into this one. Okay.
55.
Is this not already like this is like a night? I mean, what were those shows that, or like they were like in school or something? It's like you'd be like, when was this made? You know, and like look at the font and like the color isn't rich. This guy's done an incredible job. I really hope he tried to do it this way because it's genius if he did. If he just accidentally this happened, still genius. He just fell into it.
5-gallon salt tank.
And we're not going to do the whole 15 minutes, I don't think. I'm going to skip ahead.
Sitting empty here for a while.
Yeah, it's sitting there empty. All right, we got it. So he wants to go. Look, here we go.
I glanced over at these lobsters. I don't know much about lobsters, but being from the South, U.S., I know a lot about crawdads. So I decided to try a lobster in the vacant tank. I'm not sure exactly if I'm rescuing it or more just...
Now, he knows about crawdads. Crawdads and lobsters are nothing alike. And he's like, he doesn't say he's ever kept a crawdad as a pet. Right? I mean, this is just crazy. And then it shows him he's got his little... I like this little rake right here. This is not bought. This is made. Look at that. That's PVC piping right there. But how do you pick out one of these little boogers? One of these little cockroaches of the sea? I don't know, man.
Just curious about what they're like and how they act day to day. I love lobster. It's my favorite special occasion food.
I love pizza. It's my special favorite occasion food. But I don't try to make pizza live in a tank. And that's what gets me. He has it in a box.
Unless the zombie apocalypse hits, then I'll reevaluate the situation.
I'm going to eat Fred here when the zombies come.
I should open the box in the kitchen, right?
That's kind of weird. I should open the box in the kitchen. This is like a weird PBS show. I mean, it is. If this guy breaks out an easel and he starts talking about happy trees, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm surprised he doesn't paint this. Now, truthfully, this guy says he's from the South. If he was from the South, good redneck, though, he'd paint a 01 on the sides here and put a Confederate flag right here and call the General Lee. Okay. Oh, look, he doesn't have a tripod or anything. He's just holding up his phone. This. Oh, hold on. I saw this the other day.
Or how long it's been since this lobster ate last.
I mean, yeah, listen to this again. I messed that up.
Imagine how good it's going to feel to get those rubber bands off. Who knows how...
Yeah, imagine how good that's going to feel. That's what nobody thinks of, a hard shell having feelings. And also, that looks sick right there. It looks disgusting, sick. Like, that thing does not look healthy.
Long they've been on there, or how long it's been since this lobster ate last.
Yeah, the lobster's not supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat the lobster. Look at those scissors. Those are safety scissors, by the way. I love it. They use them as like tongs. Oh, yeah. Oh. This guy's going like, what the hell is going on here? Look at that. Weird. He shows it to the camera. Oh. This lobster looks dead. Oh, thank you for showing us your drone. Nice rollover camera there. How weird was that? And he's not even put the lobster in there. He's still got it in his box. What if he pulled that thing out and like a claw had fallen off? Oh, the lobster's going, all right, here it goes. This is where I get cooked. I was like, what? What's going on here? What's
Blowing
happening?
air bubbles, so it must be getting rid of the air that got trapped in its shell when it was in the box and out of water.
It's blowing air bubbles because those were trapped air things. That doesn't make sense, dude. Was that a cat? That's disgusting.
Notice the old rubber band marks on the claws. I'm also noticing that it still isn't opening its claws. Very cool creature, though. Look at all the armor.
No, it's called a shell. Dude, have you never seen? I thought you saw crawdads.
I have no idea if it's male or female. Right now, though, I'm calling it Leon. Leon the lobster. Later, if I find out it's female, I'll call it Leona.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, this is the most captivating video I've ever seen in my life. Leona.
I have no idea how long this lobster's been in the grocery store, and no idea how long it's been since it's eaten anything. So
those pipes
I
are
offered a few sinking fish pellets, and it starts scooping them up immediately.
Is that what it does? Is that how they eat? I have no idea. I know nothing about these things. I know they're disgusting. It looks like it's...
Then it starts sifting through the substrate for pieces.
Well, give it some more.
Later, it decided it didn't like the big oyster shell that I had on the left side of the tank, so it moved it all the way over to the right side.
Well, that just looks better. That thing's dirty, man. Oh, look at that. What the heck's it doing? They need some more rocks in there, pal.
Then it starts moving the crushed oyster shell substrate to the right, like a big earth mover, cleaning up its new house. Maybe it is a female.
Oh my gosh! I love it because women clean houses. You get that? It's Leona. It cleans the house. What the hell's that? Oh, gross.
On day 2, I decided to change up the menu and offer it some live food. Earthworms. It immediately started going for these. Though I noticed the dexterity of its 8 sidearms was a little slow and not so accurate. It did find the worms and scoop them into its mouth.
Well, your aim sucks, dude. Look, its eyeballs are up here.
On day 2, the big claws that were rubber banded still are not working.
Well, you got deformed lobster. That's a big ass earthworm. Oh, the earthworm.
I feed it a few earthworms a day, and at about day 4, its longer left
Oh.
claw starts working
Oh,
again. And its dexterity with its 8 smaller claws improves quite a bit too.
What's going on here? I mean, these are the measurement of the earthworms again are amazing me. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Dude, who knew that they ate like that? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, look at how big that one is. Look, is that its insides? Can you see through it? This guy needs some lotion on his hands too. Did you notice that? Oh. You know what? Put some of this earthworm, put one on the other side of the tank. Make this guy go run for it. Go work it. Look, he's just staying there on those pipes. So, you know, everybody wants to be like, oh, no, we can't have oil pipes. The little animals don't like that. They don't want to see them. Leon the lobster does. Oh, what's that?
Later, I'll start testing the claws with a long suction tube. As you can see, the left claw is starting to work, but the right crushing claw still won't open on its own.
That's a
When these
crushing.
claws have been strapped shut for a long time with rubber bands, the muscles and nerves just start shutting down from lack of use. The same would happen to our hands if they were clasped shut for months. I keep doing this for several days to try and get some motion out of its claws, inserting the wand in the claw and twisting it to try and open it.
Well, it needs to be cleaned up. What is? I mean, I just realized I got hypnotized. I'm absolutely hypnotized by this right now. I'm not even paying attention to my stream. I'm watching this. Holy cow, look at that thing. And there he is. The circle of life is done. He's now
seafood pack that had clams in the shell. This is a great price, and it's enough to last him a couple of weeks or more. So I thawed some clams out
What?
and dropped them in.
Are those live clams? Can you give? What's going on?
Leon immediately went for these and ate the clam right out of the shell. He seemed to enjoy the challenge of manipulating the shell and getting the food out of it.
What has happened? This is so weird. Why am I so mesmerized? What is up with that? Oh, that's the garbage.
After he ate the clam, he carried the empty shell across the aquarium and put it on the other side. Kind of like putting your dishes in the dishwasher after dinner.
Oh, really? Yeah, Leon don't want to have a trashy place. You put that oyster shell in there. Leo's like, this is trash. I don't want trash. What is? So he hangs out where the air is
Over the next couple
freshest.
of days, I fed Leon clams in the shell, and I started noticing his dexterity improving.
Well, seems like it would. I bet he tastes better now,
And
too.
I also noticed his left crusher claw was starting to open and close some.
Left crusher. That is right. Right? I don't know.
He seems to enjoy manipulating the clamshells and getting the food out. Sort of like entertainment.
This is the most wildest thing
It's
I've
been 2
ever in
weeks
my
now.
life.
Everything is going great. And after 2 weeks, Leon has good, strong movement in both of his large claws, the ones that were rubber banded up.
You're shaking his hand. What if you grab that and just jerk you into the water with it? Now, lobsters, are they prehistoric? Like alligators are? Is this color changing a little bit?
He grooms himself a lot, particularly after eating, sort of like a cat. He grooms his whiskers and even his eyes.
Oh, that's so weird. Now, how do you find out if it's a male or female? And can you get it a male or female mate?
Overall, I would say a lobster is a pretty interesting pet. It sits still in the corner a lot and explores and sifts through the substrate more at night and does a lot of yoga type squats and positions. Down dog, down lobster, and a lot of other moves.
That's not what it's called at all. It's downward
I
facing
should put him in a
dog.
drum kit. He would be an amazing drummer with all the dexterity he has in all those
Oh,
levels.
yeah. These are the worst jokes,
A few
man.
weeks ago, this tank bottom was covered in algae. He has totally cleaned it up.
Oh, it was. That's
As
right.
far as tank design, this is not bad. The water is clean, filtered, and there's plenty of oxygen. The salinity is a pretty standard salt tank level with a specific gravity of 1.023, and there's
I'm
plenty of calcium for his exoskeleton. The substrate is all crushed coral.
no idea what
Ideally,
you're talking
bigger
about.
is better, so it would be nice to have a long 125-gallon tank like this. I may get a larger tank in the future.
Yeah, you should. I mean, this is the
Welcome
most.
to the house, Leon. If you enjoyed this video, please like and
Holy
subscribe.
cow! I
And feel free to
cannot
share it
believe
with friends
this.
you think might enjoy meeting Leon. I may do a follow-up video soon and update you on how everything is going.
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm Brady Brandwood. Dude, I am sorry. I am completely subscribing right now. I am so taken back by that. That is the most. Who is this guy? Let's go check this thing out. What else does he do? He has 6 uploads. He has 9.1 million views. Wait a second, he has he really literally has 6 uploads? No, videos. How many subscribers does this guy have? There they all are. Koi Farm. I hate koi. So this guy does motorcycles and lobsters. Oh, he just did a new one. How is Leon? Oh, look at this. Yes.
A few viewers have been asking how Leon is doing.
Well, let's find out. Still the most amazing thing I've seen. What did he say? Day 81?
Leon came here from the grocery store 81 days ago. He's been here almost 3 months, and he's doing great. Leon just finished lunch and is doing his
It looks
chores,
like he's getting bigger.
taking out the dishes.
I want to go back now and see the beginning. Because that thing. This is amazing. It's got color in him. Leon the Lobster is awesome.
His claw strength is back to 100%, and he has great dexterity in all of his arms.
Dude, this is awesome.
This is what his claws looked like when the rubber
Yeah.
bands were snipped off. And this is what they look like today.
Oh, wow.
Leon even cleaned the barnacles off, so those must have grown on him when his claws were rubber banded shut.
I love that he plays with him. Yo, gosh.
Every once in a while, I joust with Leon like this when he seems bored, or when I seem bored. I don't do it often because I don't know if he realizes we were just playing, 2 dudes wrestling, or if he thinks I'm trying to attack him.
I mean, this guy just ruined the lobster industry forever. Is that the sound? That is the real sound. I hope I have the sound on this. I'm going to be so mad. Right now, I just realized. Yeah, it's on. Holy cow. Do not click these links.
I do feed him with the tongs often, so he knows I'm just here to feed him, not here to hurt him.
Sorry, that is a trash link. Holy cow. What's this? What did Leon find?
Sometimes I'll drop a large shell in to the area he's hanging out in the most, just to give him a chore for the day. He knows the big shell doesn't belong there, so he'll move it. Leon will also go to the opposite side of the tank from his bed to use the bathroom. He doesn't poop where he hangs out.
These things poop? Where's he poop at? So creepy. What else is he trying to block
Leon
light on him?
spends a lot of time grooming. It's important to him. He likes to look good at all times. He does have some neighbors across the room. I think he would probably just enjoy eating them, though, and looking good as he does.
That's funny.
Are you that lumber? Can you stretch like that?
I don't know what I'm stretching. I mean, I don't have tentacles. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, what are they? Are these things like spiders? I don't know what they're related to.
He's always moving. Even when he's resting, he has a few legs swaying, like he's playing the violin or something.
No, that's what makes the waves of the ocean. See? Looks like a wave. Oh, you put a camera in the tank. Now we got some interesting angles.
Several people have sent me articles on how to tell the sex of a lobster.
How
I'm
do
still
you
not sure if Leon is male or female. The claws seem to be large like a male. The tail section seems to be long and more slender like a male. But the fins underneath tend to be feathery like a female.
As a
At
female.
this point, I'm attached to the name Leon. And I've been calling it Leon. So even if it's a female, I'm going to call it Leon. I'll
Yeah.
call it Celine Leon.
Oh
Right now,
my.
I don't think there's any need to stress Leon out by picking it up and flipping it over and looking at the belly. Whenever I move Leon to a larger tank, I'll look at its belly and then decide for sure if it's a male or if it's a female.
Oh, what's
It's
on the
not very
belly?
important. Several viewers have also suggested that I release Leon back into the ocean.
That's
That's
stupid.
not a very easy thing to do, though, actually. I would have to take Leon way out directly to a reef or to a large rocky area, or he would be picked off quickly and eaten by a shark, a grouper, or some other sea
Yeah.
creature. Here in South Carolina, the coast is very shallow and sandy, and I would have to take Leon out a mile or more and then dive down to the bottom with Leon to put him somewhere safely. It's just not practical or safe.
That's so stupid. I hate stupid people. Oh my gosh, this people that don't like zoos either. They're idiots. We only have animals. Most of the animals we have, what is it? There's more tigers in zoos than there are in.
Also,
Real
I'm
life.
really just enjoying having Leon here in the house. I
Yeah.
enjoy watching him eat and explore and eat more and groom himself.
Trust me, Leon likes not having to worry about being eaten. Leon has a slave. You.
This tank gets regular aquarium maintenance, the coral substrate gets vacuumed, and I do regular water changes.
Yeah. What did I say about slave?
The water temperature stays in the 65 to 67 Fahrenheit range.
Oh, geez. I mean, I wish my house stayed that cool, right?
Now that I know that Leon has adapted from the grocery store and is doing well here, I plan to get him a larger aquarium with some coral he can make a cave in, and with a lid so he doesn't climb up on top of the coral rocks and climb out and eat my cats.
Oh, dude. Lobster versus cat. That'd be so be so awesome.
Thank you for checking out Leon's story.
Yeah, dude.
Please share this video with friends you think might enjoy meeting Leon. And like and subscribe
Dude,
to get updates.
I
update
am
video
giving
soon
this
of
to
Leon and his new, larger
everyone in my channel. This is the greatest thing in the world. I love this. This is why I love YouTube, man. This is so cool. Think about what we just did. You can't do this in normal stuff, and I'm sure it's probably going to get, I don't know, some type of hatred. That is awesome. Brady Brandwood. Brady's a good dude. Take care of Leon. Leon and Brady. Y'all put like a little uniform on. Oh, hello. Who's this? Beauty and the Butcher? Oh, wait. Is that on the thing, is it? Hello. Y'all put like a little hat or something like that on him. Oh, hey, is this, yes!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Uncivil Law.
I love Uncivil Law. Look at that haircut he
As
got.
always, I hope you will enjoy this live legal education.
Kurt, is
content
your t-shirt on
as we
backwards?
climb towards 50,000 subscribers, and today,
Wow.
maybe the day I earn your subscription. For today's
You already got
topic,
mine,
we're
Kurt.
A situation involving a plastic surgeon
Yes.
who may not be all they are professionally cracked up to be, or perhaps it's just sour grapes.
Wait a second here, Kurt. You tricked me
This is the
with that
ongoing case of
image.
Arian Mobla, and a person who is an MD, a plastic surgeon, versus
Uh-oh.
Shalane Johnson, who is a
Rakita Law's on. So I am. Oh, I'm having. It's 12:40. I did not realize it was this late. Anyway, Kurt's a good guy. You should subscribe to him too. Anyway, listen, y'all. I've been on for an hour. I love you guys. Christmas is coming. Be good to each other. I said I've been on here for an hour. I've been on here for longer than an hour because the first 15 minutes I was talking and didn't even have the stream going. So till next time, Godspeed. Be Christmassy. Watch Matrix Resurrections. It's amazing. And don't forget to subscribe. I love my Twitch. I got to get over there back on Twitch. And I tried to do some gaming the other day and it wouldn't let me because my game wasn't supported. I forget what game that was. Anyway. Oh, yawn. Love you guys. Peace, love, and Leon the Lobster. Man, that was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Y'all know what to do. Do it well. Peace.